Hi, how are both of you today? So nice to have you here.
Thank you, Clarissa. Good to see you.
So it's so fun talking to you both because Marlo, I grew up watching you on TV, and Allison, I watched you grow up on TV. What a great pair. What was it like working together?
Oh
It
my
was
gosh.
great.
So much fun.
It
So
was
much
great.
fun.
It was really great. I didn't know what to expect, when a person, male or female, is the star and the producer, it could be a problem. You just don't know that they may just take over everything. It may be hard to just do your work. But not this one. Completely generous, completely impressed with my work and wanting to do our work together. I mean, it was, for me, it's all about the work
Yeah.
being free and creative, so we get to do something magical, whether or not it's a magic in the movie, right? And we made our magic, and really that has a lot to do with the talent that she has and the generosity. Otherwise, it could shut you down, and instead you open me up.
Oh, what a
That's the
lovely thing to
truth.
say.
That's the
Thank
truth.
you. I was so honored. I mean, literally gobsmacked when they told me that Marlo agreed to do it. I didn't know that that was really going to happen. And so honored to have her. And so I just wanted to roll out the red carpet and make you feel so comfortable. And I just didn't know what to expect either. I mean, she's right Hollywood royalty, and so I just wanted, and I was like, oh no, we're just not that professional. Let me make sure everybody's got everything. And then she rolls in like knows her lines, happy to climb in the makeup trailer, like super cool, running lines with the hair and the makeup ball, whatever. You're just so wonderful to work with, so easy to work with, and such a professional. So
And we had this
she made
great
it easy.
script that you developed the
Yeah,
script, right? So
yeah.
it was, she pretty much knew what it was going to be. When I started to read it, and my agents call me Madam No, because I usually say no to everything, but I got into about 20 pages and I said, oh, I have to do this. This is so well written. It's funny. It's got love in it. I just loved it because there really are two stories. Our story is a mom and a daughter who don't really get along, but want to try to get along, who love each other, but
Yeah, they're just different people.
it's just oil and water, and
Yeah.
then the love story between Allie and Luke, and it's such a sweet love story. And this one has such a look on her face when she looks at him. Really, I
Yeah.
mean that is great. Do you look
Thank
at your
you.
husband like that?
Oh yeah, of course.
It's
I have to
just-
remind myself.
Oh, that's right.
But he,
Very
but
romantic.
it was really cute too because there's also this wonderful dynamic in the movie where she meets Luke's character separately and doesn't know that he and I are sort of seeing each other. So you have this whole moment where he's getting advice, like life advice from her in a grocery store, and they're connecting in sort of a very special, different way.
Yeah.
So that then when it all comes together and we realize who each other are, they have this whole you're you. Oh
Well,
my gosh.
Well, I have a lot to do with it because I believe in the magic of the universe. And here it is. I want her to have a boyfriend. She says, I don't want one. I meet this gorgeous young man, and we're just talking, and I'm showing him how to believe in himself and how to believe in the universe. And all of a sudden, at the end of the movie, I realize that they've already met and they've actually fallen in love. And I think, there, you see, that's the magic of the universe. I feel
She
completely.
takes credit.
I take credit for everything.
But it's just so sweet, and I really loved because it really helps us see so much about Luke's character in his way he interacts with you, and how much that matters to him, how your opinion and your thoughts matter to him, and then also to see our dynamic. It's like a really fun triangle of all the different characters interacting separately.
And in the middle of all this is her daughter, my granddaughter, who believes in magic and is getting, well, she's a kid. So once her grandmother comes in and says, this is magical, she's all for it. Well, this one doesn't believe in magic at all until the end, I think.
Yeah. Well, you win me over at the end.
Yeah, right.
But the she sets up this Christmas village that she brought into my house, and now she's like taking over my stuff and pushing aside my pretty kitchen table, and she comes in with this big box of this Christmas village and starts setting things up, and she wins over Chloe, my daughter, by explaining to her the magic of the holiday season, the magic this Christmas village can bring, and making a wish and magic, and my character's just rolling her eyes in the background like, this is not for me.
Yeah, the little girl says, what does it do? And Allie's character says, it doesn't do anything but collect dust. That's what it does. And I'm saying to her, it's magical. She doesn't believe it, but there's magic. And the daughter the granddaughter makes magic out of this village, and that's the center of the movie.
Yeah.
Really, the spirit of the movie comes from what the granddaughter believes in and she makes happen. That's what makes it so loving, because you've got these three generations, which every home in America has, is all these generations
Yeah.
of people, and they all think differently.
Right.
And in many times it's the grandma and the granddaughter that are more alike, and the mom in the middle is the practical one, trying to make life work, trying to pay the bills and all that, because you're a single mom.
Right.
So that's important too, and there's a lot of those in America.
So I think we have a little something for everyone in this movie.
And what made you want to develop this particular script, Allison?
Well, I think it's that for me, one of the things I love about celebrating at the holidays is family. And I have a big family. We all get together at the holidays. And I think that's such a special part of the season. So as much as I love romance and falling in love, I think really the holidays and Christmas to me are about being in love with your family and finding the love within a family unit, especially when it's complicated. I love telling those stories. And so for me, this story does remind me of my relationship with my mom, and how it has its ups and downs, and we're just totally different people, but we get along so well in certain ways. And just, I think the audience I love providing that kind of entertainment, because I think the audience is sitting at home like identifying with one of the main characters in the movie. They see themselves in me or in her or in Chloe, They're like, oh, that's my parents. That's my mom and her grandma,
And it's not just sugary the way some movies can be. It has some spice in it.
Yeah.
With the fact that these two don't get along that well. They're different kind of personalities, and I'm getting along better with the granddaughter, and she gets along fine with her daughter, but we don't get along that well until things happen. But I think that's so real, and I love that about it. It's not just sugarcoating everything.
Right.
The holidays do have their tensions.
That's right.
And that's a big part. What I love about it is that they come together, but it's not like they all of a sudden saw the light. They just their toleration is better. They can tolerate better.
And they both learn something. They both grow. We
Yeah.
each have a good character arc
Yeah.
of development through the movie.
Yeah, it's surprising, very surprising that it's that good. I mean, the writing is really good.
Yeah, Melissa Salmons, whom I've done several movies with, and actually stole her away from Days of Our Lives. She used to be the writer there. And so I just recognized her talent right away and begged her to come write movies with me. So she's been great.
Yeah, it's great.
So I have a thing for movies that tap into the Christmas spirit, and this one seems like it's going to do that. What are some of your favorite holiday movies, and what do you like watching at Christmas?
Well, I love It's a Wonderful Life. I also love the one I made. It Happened One Christmas, which was a takeoff of A Wonderful Life. I love Miracle on 34th Street. That's
great.
such a
Classic.
charming little movie. I think those, I guess, are my two favorites from my childhood.
I love A Christmas Story. My kids and I, we watch that every year and laugh and laugh. I never get tired of watching that movie. So A Christmas Story is another one of my favorites. But we always watch It's a Wonderful
Yeah,
Life.
it's
It's a classic.
Will you be watching A Christmas Story 2 or the reboot coming out on HBO Max?
I'm nervous about reboots. To be honest, I'll wait and see what people say. People I trust. I'm scared when people do it again.
That's so funny.
I like the traditional. I like
Right.
the originals.
And what holiday traditions take place in the movie other than the building of the Christmas village?
Well, we actually came up with a really fun Christmas holiday tradition that I thought was so cute
Yeah,
for the
very.
story. In that it's a tradition from her family passed down that we each make our own Christmas wreath to hang on our door. Every character has their own Christmas wreath to hang on their door at Christmas. And my sister in the movie and I have one scene where we talk about this is a tradition that your characters that Vivian has brought down to the family, and that it can be whatever you want. Right? You could let your imagination fly is a line that she has in the movie where she just wants you to be creative, and it's just got a wreath and there's all these arts and crafts and the kids do whatever they want and then everyone hangs it on their bedroom door.
And one little kid says, well, can I use black ribbon? And the mom of
Yeah.
my other daughter says, no. And then I say, no, come on. Is that the way you see it? Go right ahead. So she said, the only rule in this house is there's no rules. So there's a very creative, free thing that she's bringing into
Yeah.
the family.
Yeah, and I thought that was
love
really
that
fun.
idea
I
about the
do.
wreaths. It's really sweet.
I thought so too. It gives everyone their own thing that and a way to look at Christmas every time they walk into their room. I thought it was really sweet.
Yeah.
Do you think maybe you'll carry that tradition on in your family?
I would love to, actually. That would be really fun. I think I
Yeah.
will.
Yeah.
Now that you say it.
As a matter of fact.
I'll tell you all about it. You can find me on Instagram.
And finally, can you tell me what you would like viewers to know about the movie going into it as they settle in to watch?
Hmm. What should they watch? What do we want to tell them about the movie before they watch?
Well, first of all, that it's fun. It's fun, it's magical, it's spirited, and if I may say, everybody in it is really good. They really are. I mean, the caliber of the work is very strong, and that to me, I mean, it's not corny.
Yeah.
You know, I get really turned off by corny acting. It feels very free and loose. And that was really the atmosphere that Ali created and our director. And so we had a good time, and it was fun because Chloe was a young girl, and we did one scene where I am asking her about the magic. You know, do you have any magic, or do you have any wish in your life? And when we were doing the scene, she wasn't quite sure. So we talked to each other, and then I said to her, "Well, is there a boy in your class that you wish would talk to you?" And she got all blushy. I said, "That's it." And then she did it, and it was great.
Yeah, it really came across. It was
Yeah.
so cute.
We turned her into a
Oh.
method actress.
Yeah, we did.
Yeah, she was wonderful, and she's wonderful in the movie. I just love her.
And so, yeah, I think, first of all, yes, there's so many great performances, but I also think it's fun. There's a fun magic feel to the movie, and it does give you kind of goosebumps when
Yeah.
you watch the magic in the Christmas village really pull out these moments, make these moments really come to life. So I want everyone to settle in and be, prepared to suspend disbelief.
And it's very colorful. It really is
Yeah.
colorful. I didn't realize that when we were shooting it, but when I saw the film, it's red and green and
Yeah.
yellow and bright and music, and it just, you get, wow, I can't wait to start wrapping presents. I
Yeah.
can't wait to start putting my decorations up.
Thank you both so much and happy holidays to you both.
Thank
Thank
you.
you.
Merry Christmas.
Bye-bye,
Bye bye.
Clarissa.